Ladies and gents, happy Thursday. We've got football, BTL episode 111. My lucky number, one of them, 5 and 11. We're going to have a day today. We're going to have a day. Jovan, how we doing? Happy Thursday.
Doing great.
It's the weekend. By my standard, by my accounts, it is the weekend. Chat, what the fuck is up? How we doing? How about that Nerfy last night, huh? How about it? We doubted. You and me doubted. We laughed about it. Chat knew. Chat trusted their plums. That was a plums pick, and the plums pick paid. Plums pick POD paid out.
Yeah, I mean we've had
incredible.
We've had a Nerfy in there. You've had the Kraken in there. I mean, give us a gold jacket at this point. Everybody in the chat, give them all.
I want the whole thing right here. 10 in a row, guys. 10 in a row streaks. They don't grow on trees. Pat yourselves on the back. Why don't you pat yourselves on the back right here? Everybody go like this real quick. A couple of these. Just a couple. Makes you feel good.
A few.
Yeah, this is not the new Tressway jersey. This is the old one that's all fucked up, but I'm wearing it. I don't give a shit. And shout out to my guy, Tressway, actually, because he's coming through for the team. He actually fucking responded to my DM and apparently sent me shit. So stay posted, but huge W. Anyone who follows me or has heard me even talk about football or the Commanders knows that he's literally my favorite player on the team. He has been. I mean, I have the fucking punter's jersey. Like, what do you want me to do? He's the best player on the team, veteran presence, absolute beast, oldest guy on the team, veteran, leader, great dude, funny guy, has his own show. Go check it out. And he just won NFC Special Teams Player of the Month. So all the jokes aside, he's actually really fucking good. And I wish he was my co-host today instead of you, Jovan. I'm sorry. I don't.
That's fair.
I do.
Fair.
But there's no way in fuck that he would come on here. So let's go about our day. There's your Commanders talk for the day. Let's fucking go. And we got the Jen's disciples coming in from the raid. Let's fucking go. Get all the contrarians in here. Plenty of room to climb aboard. Come on over. All right. Absolute W. Did I get that free OnlyFans yet? I plead the fifth. I don't know what you're talking about. Matt Ryan in the fucking corner. Sure he can. Yeah, that Lakers game was nuts last night.
Yeah.
It was bonkers. I always geek at Chuck Goldberg's tweets. He calls Matt Ryan the DoorDash driver because he looks like just an average Joe on the streets. Doesn't really make sense why he's starting on the Lakers. Hilarious. Sent him to OT, won outright. Should have played him. Should not have been scared. Shout out to Jen. He was not scared. He played them. I was too scared to play him. I hate betting on Lakers. I feel like I always lose money when I do it.
You know why they call him the DoorDash driver? It's because he actually was.
Shut the fuck up.
Not long ago. Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
He was literally DoorDashing to make some coin while he was looking around for a new spot or some shit.
Yeah, it was last year, I think it was. He was literally just working.
Holy shit, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, that makes it 1,000 times better. He was a literal DoorDash driver. Holy fuck. And now he's banging threes in the corner, buzzer beaters, passes from LeBron. What?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's on me. Good shit. Keep me honest. Good work. We need college basketball lines up. Apparently they dropped on Caesars. I haven't even looked at them yet. Apparently they literally just dropped. Huh?
Starting to trickle in, yeah.
They're starting to trickle. Oh my God. I'm about to block off the rest of my day and just get to fucking work, ladies and gents. Everyone was acting like the NFL is the regular season for their betting. My regular season starts on Monday.
Oh yeah.
All right. And as you guys have followed for the past couple weeks, we're fired up and we're firing on all cylinders. We're ready to roll. The head's in the right spots. No more megalodons, 1-unit plays, winners. We're hitting bets. We're going to keep it rolling. The first couple weeks of college basketball provides insane value. If you do some digging, you do some reading, you do some research, you find out what's going on with these behind-the-scenes sneak scrimmages. Because if you guys don't know, these college basketball teams, they're sneak scrimmaging, okay? Jovan, your TCU Horned Frogs played in a sneak scrimmage, a week or so ago and handed Alabama a loss, which is pretty impressive, right? A fat L. So if you guys aren't in tune with the sneak scrimmages, if you're not balls deep in college basketball Twitter, following beat reporters for fucking Ball State, just listen to us. It's okay. We know you guys don't have time. That's what we're here for, okay? We're going to be your college basketball brains. Nothing to worry about. And I'm so fucking excited for Monday. Holy shit. Holy shit. We've got the World Series today. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We got plenty of games to bet on today. We got a college football game that's really good, and then one that's disgusting we might not even talk about. We've got NFL Survivor pick talk. We've got an NFL mega lay we can craft up if we have time. We've got Thursday Night Football to talk about. And then, of course, as you guys know, the fucking BTL squad ride, the cherry on top. Okay? We'll finish off with that. All right? This Coastal App State game, I'm shocked to see all the money and bets on App State. What do you think about it?
Yeah, it feels like the Devil's Canucks to me. It feels overly obvious. And I guess I kind of got baited in a similar situation last week, which may kind of cloud the judgment. But I don't know. I just don't think that Coastal is valued by Vegas. We've seen it with some of their lines. They've been a little low. I mean, on paper, I would say App State. I mean, you look at that and you look at kind of the metrics that the lines would be based off of. I don't think it's a crazy line. It's not one I'm running to take. It kind of feels fake sharpish. I'm not gonna lie. I do not want anything to do with this game, to be honest.
Come on, dude. Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, you can take it for what it is, because after watching Coastal, like not only last week, but like the last couple of weeks, I'm not very impressed. I'm really not. So like I don't think I hold this team in as high a regard as maybe like the record says, or just general perception with Grayson McCall. But I don't know. I don't think they're.
I mean, Grayson McCall is an NFL quarterback. He will be a backup somewhere, at least for a little bit.
Well, the problem is they have like everybody else. Like their O line hasn't been good. They've been anytime they've played any decent O line, he's getting shelled. And I mean, other than the first couple of drives last week, and I know Marshall's D line is fantastic. They got to him and made him really uncomfortable. And App State, another great defensive line, great front seven, that's going to do the same thing. So, like, I think they should be favored. I don't know. That's kind of what I think.
Espresso Bets gets it. This is what a smart person would do. They just wouldn't bet these two teams because App State has been all over the place. App State can go in and fucking beat Alabama one week, and then they'll lose to fucking Mount St. Mary's the next week, even though it's not even they don't even have a football team. You know what I mean? Like, they're all over the place. Although they have started to have a little bit of consistency, I feel like. Although they did just play two pretty shitty teams. The Georgia State stomping, I mean, I put respect on that. I think Georgia State's better than, their record. Yeah. But they just played Robert Morris, who was in the Mount St. Mary's conference for college basketball. Actually, funny coincidence. I didn't even know they had a football team. And they lost 42-3. So, yeah, App State's not coming off of a fucking, game against a good opponent where they looked really good, but they did their job, right? And I know their two running backs, because App State's kind of shifted from air raid and relying on Chase Bryce, and they've kind of shifted more towards like a ground and pound type with these two running backs that are really fucking good and they're healthy. I don't know how Coastal's rush defense is, but it's not decent, it's not good.
That's why, it's not good at all, especially for like a team that has the capability to do both. Like they can, they don't have the same personnel to kind of go air raid, but they definitely have the capability to do like a little more than Marshall. They're definitely a lot more balanced than Marshall, frankly. So, I honestly kind of like the over a little more because I think they'll be able. I think they'll put up points on the ground, and I think Coastal is going to do the same for a bit.
How did I know you were going to like this over? Like, I had a fucking vision in my head last night when I was looking at the card. I was like, Jovan's going to tell me he likes the over and that it's square and that he doesn't give a shit and that he's going to take it and it's going to hit.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm down. There's been a couple point, like a decent sized move toward it.
Yeah, there definitely has been.
Yeah, and like I just think this is kind of the spot to buy low on Coastal. I mean, they're coming off of a game where their offense didn't look great against Old Dominion before last week, and then Marshall, their offense looked horrible for 3/4 of that game. So like, I think they get it going a little bit today, especially they're coming back home. So
look, you take away the records, you take away the performances from the season, which by the way you can't do. But let's just do this for an example. You take those away. You just look at these teams. Honestly, take the names away too. You just look at these teams. App State has a better team. They do.
Yeah.
I mean, this team was ranked to start the season. People forget, right? Chase Bryce is supposed to be really good, although he's thrown, he's limited the picks. I think he only has like 4 this year, which is really good for him. He needs to limit the mistakes. He can't be throwing picks today. If he does, Coastal's going to take advantage because, like you said, Jovan, this game is going to be score after score after score. I mean, the total's gone up 4 points. This is a Thursday night, absolutely electric atmosphere down there in Coastal by Myrtle Beach. This is the game of the year for both these teams. And I think many of us kind of expected the script to be flipped at this point in the season. At least I did, where I thought it would be Coastal trying to beat App State to tie them up for first place in their division, right?
Yeah.
It's the opposite. App State needs to hand Coastal another loss so that they can tie it up in their division. So on paper, App State honestly is a better team, but they just haven't played like it. Coastal has played like a better, they don't have better players, but they've played like a better team. They have a better record. McCall, I trust the ball in McCall's hands way more than I do Chase Bryce to lead a fucking 2-minute drill or in the fourth quarter of a tied game, right? He's an NFL quarterback. Like, he's awesome. McCall's awesome. And he might not have, Isaiah Likely or some of these weapons or that really good O-line he had last year, but the dude is like Johnny Manziel. He's going to get out of the pocket. He's going to make a play straight up.
Yeah.
This game is scary. I think the easy answer, the square answer, I thought, I could be wrong, I'm wrong a lot, would be Coastal +3 at home. Better record, better team. Grayson McCall is a swag hound. Coastal has cool uniforms. Coastal's been really good in the past. App State this year has been a shit show. They're all over the place. I thought people were scared to bet on App State today, but looking at the bets and the handle, they're not. They're going right for it. I'm praying that there's more late action coming in on Coastal because, early money, whatever, like I was looking around last night, early money can be smart money for sure. So I'm hoping that more money comes up on Coastal today, but I'm still seeing, on DraftKings, 58% of the bets and 80% of the handle is on App State spread, and ML 50% and 63%. So people are betting on App State. They're trusting him again. I don't know. I'm shocked. I thought I would wake up today and I'd see Coastal Carolina everywhere, and I really haven't.
Yeah, I kind of expected the same thing. Because like on first thought, like I agreed with you. I thought the line was a little weird to see them favored, but after looking at it, I agree that on paper they're the better team. They're also the team that's played a much better schedule. I mean, they went in and beat Texas A&M in College Station. They put up 61 points in that super weird game against UNC to start off the year. So, I mean, they're definitely more of a tested team, which when you're talking about like the numbers that go into making these spreads, that's one of the big reasons for it. Mm-hmm. And if you're talking like general perception, like I think people recognize that Coastal Carolina is good at this point, but they've also seen App State go into College Station and win. They've seen them, hang 60 in a shootout against UNC too. So that's what's giving me a good bit of hesitation on this one.
Okay. Look, Fruity's talking about hockey splits in chat. Fruity, what are you crafting up, bro?
It involves the Canucks.
What is he crafting up in there? What is he building in there?
It involves the Canucks, though.
What is he saying? Is he trying to get us to take the Canucks today?
Yeah, he's saying this is like the biggest money bet differential ever. It's the Ducks are getting all the bets. Canucks are getting all the money.
Yeah. And like I always say, every site has a different number. Every site pulls from different shit. So it's good to look at all of them. I'm seeing on DK, not as big of a split difference like he was saying in chat, but yeah, it's still a fat difference, dude. The Canucks are getting 69% of bets and 86% of handle. And then on the spread, they're getting 34% of bets, 94% of handle. That's just DK. All right. But that's definitely some fat bets coming in on them. That's some fat bets. So I don't know if I'm sprinting to fucking bet a -180. Is that what they're sitting at right now? But money's green. Money's green.
It is.
Money's green. And if it goes through the hoop, it goes through the hoop. Good fucking bet. You're 1-0. You know what I mean? There were a couple hockey bets that I saw that I noticed, although I'm in zero rush to bet on the ice tonight after what's occurred the last couple nights. I mean, what the fuck? Do we even want to talk about
it? No. No. The Penguins.
I mean, I'll do it then. I'll do it. The Penguins can go fuck themselves. They can go fuck themselves. No heart. And shout out the fucking Leafs for putting up 5 goals in the third period to cash that over. When I was on the under, that was sick. So whatever, you charge it, you move on, you go on about your day. All right. But I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty pissed off last night, and I was digging into the card and I was looking at some of these games. There's a couple that caught my eye. Number one would be the Senators at home, plus 120 against Vegas. I've been hearing everyone say Vegas is the best team in the league right now, which they probably are. They're sitting at 9-2. I know their team is still stacked. I'm not sure why Ottawa is only plus 120 here. Any thoughts on this one? I know Ottawa's lost a couple games in a row. Vegas is on fire. Vegas is getting all the bets. The line isn't moving. What do you think, Jovan?
Yeah, I think this opener is a little short. I was shocked to see it. Like, I initially thought it opened up a little higher. Like, just that I would have thought, like, this is a 165-ish type line that moved down to that. But see it open initially at that 140 is a little more. It's a little interesting. So,
and all the bets and money are coming in on Vegas, and the line hasn't even moved. If anything, it's moved towards Ottawa a spec.
Yeah, and I mean, this is certainly one where I'm like, Vegas has been really, really good. So I'm not like sprinting to bet against them, despite the fact that I think the line is really, really short. But to see the splits like this, and like the Senators are a pretty popular underdog, I'd say a majority of the time they play, because I mean they're a much improved team. So to see the splits like they are is a little surprising, I would say, as drastic as they are.
Okay. Well, I like Ottawa in this spot. Any injuries from these teams?
Not as far as I know. Okay. I probably should be a little more tapped into that, but the chat can let us know if there's any injury concerns in any of these games that we bring up that may sway some lines.
Yeah, we need your guys' help with injury stuff with NBA and NHL for sure. I'm not fucking balls deep in the injury reports until I place my bets. So, what else? I'm in no rush to bet the Rangers against Boston. I know Boston is cracked out right now, and the Rangers are a favorite, but the Rangers are a really good team. They're home. Igor in the Garden, right? Yeah. I'm not in any fucking rush to bet the Rangers today.
Yeah, that's fair.
I wouldn't be going around betting Boston, but I'm not in a rush to bet the Rangers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just not in the mood to fade the Bruins at this point. I mean, they've been in a couple of sharp spots, and I'm not going to say like, I'm never going to bet against them again. But this team is
maybe not this week.
Yeah, I mean, don't catch the falling knife on a bad team or do the opposite for a good team at this point in the year. With these there's a couple teams like the Blues and the Penguins. It's probably ones that I just need to let them kind of figure it out for like a week or so and see how that ends up. And just the opposite for a couple of
that's not an option though, because St. Louis Blues is a favorite against the Islanders tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, we gotta play them. We gotta play them.
I will tell you what, it's getting dangerously close on some books. I know on DraftKings, guess what we're seeing already? We're seeing what? The total down to 5.5. And if that gets universal by the next couple hours or even like by puck drop, it's a mandatory play, because that's a gross one too. I mean, nobody wants that. That's two teams like the Blues offense has not been good whatsoever, and the Islanders play a pretty physical defensive style of hockey. So I mean, nobody's going to want that over. But on the other side of like, it actually does or would make a little bit of sense. The Blues defense, I don't know if you've been watching some of the games, like the one that we bet on or any of the couple of them, their defense has been leaving Binnington or whoever's in net out to dry. Like it's that game where they got routed that we were on them. I think 4 of the 5 goals were just tap-ins and passes across the crease that were just wide open.
Yeah, I remember you bitching about that in our group chat.
Yeah, I mean they've been doing that for a couple weeks now. They're bad. They're thin back there. So Islanders could take some serious advantage of that if they keep letting this happen.
Well, there are a bazillion goals allowed props up today. I don't know if you saw that or not, and we can get to that after we go through the card, but there's a bazillion of them up. A bazillions. So maybe all the games will be going under today. There's also truck driving on Prize Picks now too, which is kind of funny. Guys, if you're going to any games this week, use SeatGeek, use promo code BOOKIT. Don't know why you wouldn't use it. You get $20 off. It's literally free money. It'll pay for your first beer at the game because they're that fucking expensive now. Thanks, Biden. Thanks, inflation. Beat. So if you want to use our promo, get a free beer, $20 off. Promo code BOOKIT on SeatGeek. I use it. I don't know why you wouldn't use it. It's an app. Download it. Grow up. Figure it out. All right. Any other games on the ice? Those were the two that caught my eye: Ottawa ML and St. Louis ML. Those are the two that
tell
caught
you
my
what,
eye.
the one of the totals that's catching my eye too is this. Depending on where you look, but it's very public, regardless of the number. This Blackhawks Kings over is getting steamed. Yet the went 6.5 to 6.
Damn.
So that was one that definitely caught my eye just on the move perspective.
Huh. Which game did you say that was? Montreal?
Blackhawks Kings.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
And you said the money's coming in on the over and it's going down?
Yeah, it went 6.5 to 6. Which is super interesting.
That is weird. Any goalie changes? That's when we need chat. This is when we need Fruity and /chat to let us know.
Well, the thing is, like, the line on the game didn't change as far as I see.
Like, I mean, I like that under a ton. You know what I like when I hear all the bets are on something and then the line's moving the other way.
Yeah.
I want to play it.
Yeah.
I want to play it. Here's the link, Muvs. Here's the link. Use it. Why not us? I know you guys are going to some fucking games this weekend. Come on. If you're not, figure it out. Tell Biden to grow up. I don't think he can grow up anymore, man. I'll be honest with you.
Can't.
I don't think we want him to grow up anymore. He's already old enough. I think that's probably good for the ice. So you're not playing Ottawa or St. Louis ML today? You're done?
No, it's just
throwing in the towel.
For these, like, well, because I want to target some dogs, because dogs Monday and Tuesday. I mean, I guess yesterday kind of counts too. I don't know. The Sabres are pretty public, but favorites have been feasting the last couple of days. Period.
Yep.
So today in a game where a lot of these lines are kind of between that -120, -140 range for favorites, could be a pretty solid dog day. So it's not that I just want to stay away from everything. It's just that for a lot of these, I need to see how it moves, especially because we've been seeing, like, the last couple of days, the late moves have been pretty interesting.
Well, why don't we take a gander at these Prize Picks goals props from what we just talked about on the board real quick? I like to kind of do this and see if there's anything we can take here. Let me share my screen real quick. Can you see my shit?
Yeah.
Word. Goals allowed, lots of them. Holy shit. Let's see. God, Darcy Kemper needs to grow up, actually. I don't want to select him. Although he's been playing better, but Jesus, man. I thought he was supposed to be really good. Okay, so what was that game that we were just talking about? The Kings Blackhawks, right?
Yeah, there's nothing to be found from these goalies here.
Shocker. Yeah. Okay. All right. What about is Vegas's goalie up?
No. See if you have a
okay. What about Ottawa's fucking goalie? Nope.
Forsberg not up either.
Nope. What about St. Louis / the Islanders goalie?
Nope. Well, here's an interesting one. You want to go to the goalie saves category.
Nope.
And check out the chart for Mr. Husso. Top right.
Oh, God, they're barely clearing though. What the fuck? But yeah, he's cleared the last 5 and they're putting him lower than he's been in a while. So that's weird.
Yeah,
He's
just a bit.
Detroit's goalie.
Yeah, he's going against the Caps today.
Hey, let's go. Damn, that total went from 6.5 to 6.2 though. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, would that be good though? Because we'd be taking his. It would not be good because we'd be taking his. Well, we'd be taking his under saves, right? So more goals projected to go in.
Yeah, but it's not even that though. I mean, like a lot of it,
Yeah.
like it has to do with how much you're putting the puck on net. Period. Too.
Right.
Like, it's not just. It doesn't just mean that he's going to go in there and give up 6 goals or anything.
Mm-hmm. What about Ottawa or St. Louis's goalies? Ottawa's goalies up here. What is this dude doing? Could take this guy and just hope he has a shutout for Ottawa's today.
Yeah.
I don't think people will be in a rush to take this guy's saves over against the hottest, best team in hockey. Right?
Yeah, that's a possibility. The one that kind of stands out to me, I guess, a little bit is Vasi for the Bolts, because I do kind of like the under in this game, and he's not been impressive by any stretch of the imagination. So we have the saves thing here, and then I would say his goals allowed is probably the most consistent over that I would say there. So
okay,
pretty sad. That's why I take the over, because they shoot a lot. Okay, fair.
The total is getting juiced to 6.5 under, and it might even get to 6 soon. It might even be 6 on some books right now. So yeah, the game probably will go under, and we're gonna need him to fucking hit his saves probably for that to happen. But he's such a trendy name, isn't he? Doesn't everyone think this guy's like the best fucking thing since sliced bread? And he's just
I mean, he is very good, but this season he hasn't been good. And I mean, a facet of his defense at times too. But
do we want to catch the falling knife? That's the question. That's the question. I tend to try to do that. I tend to try to catch the falling knife more than I should. I've been trying to stop.
I mean, this doesn't, like, the saves doesn't necessarily, we're not saying like the Bolts are going to go in there and win the game or anything, but or like, I mean, he doesn't even have to be that good. It just means they're going to give up a lot of shots on the net. So we'll see if Fruity's still in here. He can tell us what we think about that one. But that one's definitely catching my eye. That kind of aligns on both of those squares.
Okay. Word. Parlay Safari's in this bitch. Parlay Safari, you like the Senators better or you like the Blues better tonight? I know your grimy ass is on probably bet the best. Let me know. Okay. Let's go, Burns Bats. There's a good comment. W.
There we go.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. Well, we got some plays on ice there, potentially. Nothing that we love. Seems like we're a little bit scared to play after we've gotten absolutely fucked on the ice the last 2 days.
No, never scared.
It is what it is. Never be scared. Never give up. All right. Let's go to the NBA. 2 fucking shitty games. Anything you like here? I don't. I don't like shit in these games. Golden State hasn't covered or won a game on the road yet, and they're laying 9. They're playing the Magic.
That would be probably the only spot that I would like in either of these games. The Warriors, I mean, they're laying 9 for a reason. And that, like, I know it's the Magic, but at this point, I don't think anybody's running to bet the Warriors, especially on the road either. And they're like, this is the continuation of their road trip, like they've been in Florida since that Heat game 2 days ago. So I don't think anybody's running the bet at them. And the fact they're laying 9, and I think that line moved up maybe a point or 2 since the open. That's what I would lean there for sure.
Okay. Yeah, and OKC is 6-1 ATS this year, but they're still a shitty team in my eyes, and they're playing against a good team, so I'm not really sprinting to bet the good team against the shitty team, even though the shitty team has done really well ATS. And I expect Denver to kind of kick it up a notch too. They shouldn't be 4-3. This team's supposed to be competing for top of the division, right?
Fact.
So I think I'm out on the hardwood today. I am. I need college basketball so bad, dude. So bad.
I'm waiting to lock in Baylor. I need that line to drop for me.
Has that line dropped yet? -50?
It might have. I mean, I'm expecting somewhere between 40 and like 46.
Okay.
Which, I mean, even if it's 50 or 55, still taking it.
Yeah, you're taking it no matter what. If it was 70, you would take it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's just,
What if it was 100? Would you take it?
yeah.
Sure.
I still might alt on the 100 if I have the option.
Fat Girls Inc. What do you complain about? Good morning, Krabby Patty. This is Fat Girls, making sure your morning is fantastic. Thank you, Fat Girls Inc. I'm having a great morning. I appreciate it. I hope you are too. All right. Hope you are too. Mix in a salad. All right. Detroit Mercy going to bring home so much coin this season. Yeah, guys, drop your sleeper picks. Drop your sleeper picks for college basketball this year. Mine is St. Louis. I think they're going to be a fucking issue this season. I would not be surprised to see them make some noise in March. I would not be surprised to see them go to the Sweet 16 if they can stay healthy. Who's your sleeper team?
I mean, they're not a sleeper. Like, everybody knows they're going to be that good, but I think Houston is going to live up to the hype.
Well, that's not a sleeper.
It's not a sleeper, but I think like people put them up there and think they're going to be like really good for the year, but they're like, okay, this is a Houston team who's always this good and is never going to actually like amount to winning in the end. And I think this is the year that they get there.
Dude.
I'm just saying.
But no, I'm saying dude to Matt. He said Vikings them out.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Okay, Creighton, yeah, but that's not a sleeper pick. They're ranked preseason.
I think UCLA too. I think they're going to be even better.
You're just naming the best teams.
I mean, UCLA is not up there yet.
Have you seen the teams that I've ranked? What do you think about them?
I have not seen the whole list. I thought in the top 5 still to be released.
Yes, it is, but I can pull it up real quick. Give me a sec. A couple teams I want to take futures on that I'll have out by this weekend are St. Louis, and I'm talking futures to win the Natty. St. Louis, Kentucky, Houston, Arkansas. Those are 4 teams I want to take a future on. I am in love with this Arkansas team. Don't care if everyone else is too. Their team is so stacked, dude. So stacked. The must bus is going to be an issue this season. They are. Another team that could be really good if everything goes perfectly and they can actually stay healthy would be Baylor. Baylor, people forget Baylor was undefeated halfway through the year last year, and then it fell apart because everyone got fucking hurt. They've got a top 5, top 10 recruit coming in this year. They could give Houston a run for the money for best team in Texas, straight up. If they can stay healthy, they'll be one of the best teams in the country, and they'll make another run for a natty. I really think so. Yeah. Big if, though. Big if. Let me pull this up real quick. All right. Who wins the ACC? Virginia Tech does. And they defend their crown.
It's going to be even better this year, I think.
What?
Southland Overs.
Wow. They're going to be better?
They're going to be better. They're going to be back. They're going to be better. They're going to be bigger, faster, stronger. Because, I mean, a lot of these teams, like, the little bit of defense that they have, they don't have anymore. Like, it's gonna be bad.
So, here we go. Here's the top 11 through 20. I got UAB. Yeah, I got UAB. 20 in the nation preseason. They're going to be stacked. Watch out. I've got St. Louis at 19. I've got Illinois at 18. Illinois lost everybody, but they brought in a completely new team, and everyone they brought in is really fucking good. They have a ton of transfers. Could be weird. Could not play out. Could not mesh, but if it does, they're going to be nuts. I've got UVA. I hate to say it, but when everyone starts sleeping on Tony Bennett, that's when he's going to strike, and they've got that Kihei Clark coming back to run the point. Veteran guy. That's huge for him, although he's a huge piece of shit. And I hate everything that he stands for along with his school. But he's good.
I have friends there, and
I know.
Not the biggest fans of the man. I've heard some stories.
Yeah, I've heard some stories too that we're not going to talk about on here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You don't think I know the stories? I went to VTech. Kid's a piece of shit.
I guess so. Yeah.
Kid's a piece of shit. And so is the rest of that school and everyone who goes there. Fuck them. Fuck your friends. Respectfully.
Yeah.
Non-biased opinion. At 16, we've got Indiana. I mean, I'm absolutely in love with this Indiana team. Trace is coming back. He could end up being the best player in the country if he keeps developing and getting better every year. Mike Woodson, if he's rocking a suit in Assembly Hall, they should continue to win, plain and simple. 15, Florida. I absolutely love Florida this season. Honestly, I might take a future on them, and I think they have a chance to win the SEC. I think they have the most underrated coach in college basketball now. They poached the fucking Saints, whatever, San Francisco, the San Francisco coach, Todd Golden, who's a fucking beast, genius, big numbers guy. And they've got Castleton back still. They got Kyle Lofton from St. Bonaventure to run points, veteran. That guy's been in college basketball for like 8 years. They're going to be fucking good. Auburn at 14, they're reloaded again. Don't sleep on Bruce Pearl. Don't care if they lost Jabari and Walker. This team reloaded. I've got your TCU Horned Frogs at 13, bro.
How about it?
Big year for Jamie Dixon. The rebuild took forever. If they don't produce this season, he's going to start getting chirped. But good thing they've got Eddie Lampkin and maybe the biggest, best rebounding team in all of college basketball. They're going to be a matchup nightmare for everybody. I know PJ Haggerty and Rondell Walker are coming in now, which is huge. If they end up being pretty good, watch out. I think your team is going to be really fucking good, and I would like you to expand on that.
Oh, I mean, yeah. It's like shooting on the surface seems like an issue, but it's also just because they don't do it. Because, like, their focus is to kind of just get the ball up, drive, and somebody's going to get the rebound. That's literally their strategy. And now, like, I don't want to put too much stock into, like, what they do in the offseason and these scrimmages or whatever, but they're putting an emphasis on shooting the ball. It's working so far. So it'll be interesting to see that kind of through the course of non-con season, because, like, Mike Miles is going to do his thing, Chuck O'Bannon's going to do his thing, Eddie Lampkin and Cork are going to be them down low. So we'll see.
Yep.
I think it's one of the bigger rebounding strengths in the Big 12.
Yeah,
especially with our man, I don't even know how to say his name, Amok or whatever, out for
Texas Tech center.
Yeah,
that's huge,
massive, absolutely massive.
I mean, you send me Texas Tech's schedule too in the beginning of the season. I wouldn't wish that on my fucking worst enemy.
Yeah,
I wouldn't wish that on UVA. That's tough, dude. Holy
super
fuck. Tough. I've got San Diego State at 12. Yeah. I know. It's the Mountain West, right? I know. But I love their coach. They have legitimately one of the best players in the country, top 10, top 20 player in the country, Matt Bradley. He'll be an NBA player. He's fucking awesome. And they also just got transfer fucking Darian Trammell, who's another top 100 player, top 50 player in all of college basketball. So they've got a dynamic duo with those two kids. They're going to absolutely run the Mountain West, in my opinion.
Don't sleep. They got a TCU transfer too, Jaden Ledee.
Wow. Okay.
He's going to be nice for them.
All right. Super. Well, we know this team had the best defense in college basketball last year. And I know it's a little bit skewed because they're playing against fucking UPS drivers sometimes. But if you watch them actually play, straps. And that's coaching, and that's just stacking up your team and building it the right way. And Brian Dutcher, they call him Dutch, their coach. It's now or never. It's time to actually step up and win a fucking game in March. And this is the best San Diego State team I've ever seen. This is the best San Diego State team. This is the best Mountain West team, potentially, that I've ever seen.
Yeah. I think the defense will be even better this year.
Well, I don't know how you get better than number one in the country.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. I think they're just across the line, just more versatile at every position, which is going to be awesome for them. Like, and I think their offense is going to show up a little more too. Some of the guys they have coming in works better. So this is going to be one of, if not the best defensive units in college basketball. And the team that's above them, I think, is going to be top 3 best offenses in college basketball this year.
It's facts.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more. I think they'll be one of the best teams in college basketball this season. No bullshit. Until March happens, and they'll just lose in the first round. Tennessee at number 11, Santiago Vescovi. He's back. This kid's about to be a weapon. He'll be in the NBA. He's the veteran presence for this team. I know they lost Kennedy Chandler, but Zakai Ziegler, he should be stepping up this season in his sophomore year. They need him to. If not, they're fucked. But Tennessee, still a very underrated program, in my opinion. Well-coached, well-run program. They don't like the one-and-done thing, although Kennedy Chandler was a one-and-done, but whatever. What are you going to say? Don't come to our school. You're a fucking dog.
Yeah.
But Vescovi is going to lead this team to the promised land. They'll be really good again, too. I know Ken Palm has been slurping Tennessee, which is a good sign. So, number 10, I've got Creighton. I absolutely love Creighton this season. I know they lost a couple key pieces, but Ryan Nemhard will be back, the fucking Big East freshman of the year. He was a dog. They got Baylor Shearman coming in. You remember this kid from South Dakota State? He was an absolute fucking bucket getter. Ryan Kalkbrenner, the big-ass 7-foot dude who is impossible to get through in the paint. He's coming back. They have a really good coach. I'm all in on Creighton. This is the first time I've seen Villanova not be the favorite to win this conference in a long time, and I think that's very telling. A lot of respect to Creighton this season for good reason. Number 9, I've got UCLA. Like you said, they're going to be really fucking good again, too. Tiger Campbell's back. Jaquez is back. Mick Cronin's a really good coach. They got Dylan Andrews coming in, a 4-star. Amari Bailey is coming in. He's a 5-star freshman as well. He's going to be filling in for Juzang and Jules heavily, right? Those are 2 huge pieces that left. Yep. But this team wins, and in important moments, they come through, right? They went to the Final Four when nobody expected it. They went to the Sweet 16 last year. This team wins. They know how to win. Mick Cronin's a good coach. Number 8, I've got Duke, and I fucking hate to do it. I wanted to just spite not put them in here, but I can't because, Jovan, they literally have the best freshman class in the country, dude.
Yeah, I mean, they're
the best freshman class in the country.
So talented and so deep. It's just, it's hard to leave them out of anything.
I'm hip. And follow me on fucking TikTok, you fuckers, so you can see these videos and these cool edits. Stepping up the game for these last couple edits, all right? This was a good one. But yeah, Duke is absolutely stacked. They have 3 debatably top 10 recruits in the freshman class that are probably going to all start right away with fucking Dariq Whitehead, Derek Lively, and Kyle Filipowski, who's like Porzingis. He plays like Porzingis. They've got Roach coming back, and if Roach doesn't play well, if he's kind of shaky like he was at times last year, he's about to find his ass on the bench, and they're about to roll with 5 freshmen this year, straight up. John Shire is going to take this team to the Final Four. Hot take. Is it that hot? I don't know. It's still Duke. John Shire is going to take this team to the Final Four. People were acting like Coach K was fucking windmill dunking and hitting Steph Curry threes last year for Duke. Coach K didn't do shit. And John Shire just brought in maybe the best recruiting class ever to Duke. Yeah. I'm in. Hate to say it, but I'm in. Hate to say it. I'm in. Watch out for Duke this year. It burns me to say. Number 7, I'm going to keep these last 2 quick because I know we want to talk about the World Series and Thursday Night Football. Baylor at number 7. Going to keep this one quick. Health is the main thing here, but guys like LJ Cryer, Jesus, Adam Flagler, if they can come back from an injury and be healthy, they're going to be really fucking good. Keontae George is a top 5 freshman recruit in the country. He'll start right away. He's a fucking bucket. Jalen Bridges coming in for West Virginia. That's huge. If they can stay healthy, they'll be one of the best teams in the country, if not the best team in the country. Straight up. Number 6, we've got Gonzaga. Is everyone tired of Gonzaga being really fucking good? They're literally good every single year. Just when everyone starts hopping off Gonzaga, I'm hopping back on. I think they might actually break the seal and do the damn thing this season. They might actually win a natty. Straight up. Everyone's writing them off after they lost Chet and Nemhard. They've got Timmy back this season, which, any other year he's not coming back. He's coming back. That's fucking huge for them. He's one of the best players in the country. Malachi Smith is transferring from Chattanooga. That kid's a bucket. He was a SoCon Player of the Year. Efton Reed coming in from LSU. We know that entire LSU team left. He's going to be a fucking pivotal part of this offense. I think they finally do it this season. I think there's a chance they win it. Straight up. And that's what I got. All right?
All right.
A lot of stuff going on. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm absolutely fucking juiced up about college basketball.
Locked in. I can't wait to see Gonzaga go through their little non-con gauntlet again.
They've got a tough, they're stacking the box early again as they need to do. They need to play these good teams to build up the resume straight up. Yeah. They need to. So good for them for doing it. They could be soft and hide and not and just win their conference and probably get a number 1 auto bid. So good for them for playing against these good teams early. And honestly, it'll benefit them down the line because they need to play some good comp to get ready for the postseason, right? So I'm in. John saying come to an Arkansas game. I would love to, bro. I would love to.
Yeah,
I'm very, very high on that team. Yeah. I'm so high on that team. You guys want to know who number 5 is? I'll give you a little sneak peek. I've got Kansas at number 5. Grady Dick. Remember the name. Grady Dick. I know you know who that is.
Oh, yeah.
Dude's about to be maybe the best player in the country right away.
Yeah.
Right away.
Be Christian Brown times 7.
Yeah, times 100. He's going to be insanely good, dude.
Yeah.
He's already the best shooter on the team, debatably the best scorer. Yeah. I mean, Jalen Wilson popped off towards the end of the season last year. If he plays like he did at the end of last year, this season, he's going to be a top 10 pick in the NBA draft. He's really fucking good. They got Kevin McCullough from Texas Tech.
That's probably, I think that's one of the biggest additions in the country. I think that's one of the biggest transfers, if not the biggest transfer. That is going to be absolute game changer for them, for the conference, for everybody.
Yep.
He brings kind of a defensive tenacity.
He's going to be the heart.
They haven't had, really.
He's going to be the heart and soul of this team, which is huge because a lot of new pieces, right? A couple people leaving. It's still Bill Self, one of the best coaches in college basketball. I don't know if you heard, but he actually just got in trouble. They just suspended him for the first 4 games of the season for some recruiting bullshit, whatever.
Slap on the wrist like everybody else.
Yeah, who gives a fuck, right? They're going to be really good again this year. There are a lot of questions. I think the ceiling and floor are pretty far apart for this Kansas team.
You know whose fault that is? It's Jalen Wilson's fault.
Why?
He has all the talent in the world, but he has so many games where he just goes ghost, and it's consistently like it happens like every couple games, which is why I can't ever trust him. Like, look at the Kansas team and say Jalen Wilson is going to be the reason for them going far in the tournament and possibly, going back to back, because he's so inconsistent. And if teams game plan and have good defense with him, like TCU's done that a couple times, Texas Tech has done that a couple times, he just shuts down. And like now they have a pretty consistent multiple scoring options, so it'll be good. And yes, I did just see it is down to 5.5 some places. I'm waiting for it to be consensus.
Sure.
I want to see it everywhere. So I know I saw it on DK.
Agreed.
Yeah, exactly.
Agreed. But he locked in in the postseason.
He did, but he's also like a couple games is a much different sample than like him doing it over the course of the season, which is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real issue.
Agreed. It's not going to matter because Grady Dick is going to take this team back to another conference championship probably. So
yeah.
Seriously, this kid's about to be an absolute specimen. He's about to be Tyler Hero 2.0. He's good for the brand. Just wait. He's about to be a buck. He's going to start right away. He might be the best player on the team already. He's definitely the best shooter for sure. Crazy name too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's enough college basketball for today. I could talk about it for 17 hours. You guys want to talk about Bryant? So Bryant moved conferences and they grabbed some good transfers too. Yeah, they had the fucking mustache kid from St. Peter's. Whatever his name is. Eddard. Dougie Buckets, right? Yeah. He transferred there too. I don't think that's that big of a deal. But yeah, no, Bryant's going to be good this season. They're going to be good. Not like ranked good, but they could win their new conference they just joined. They're in the conference with Vermont now, so it'll be them and Vermont going at it because we know it's been pretty much Vermont just taking that conference every year, right? Hunter Maldonado. You're not a real.
Just hurts to watch.
You're not a real college basketball bettor if you haven't loved Maldonado and said he's your favorite player ever after he won you coins, and the next game you literally hate his guts and you're like, fuck this guy, he just forgot how to play basketball.
Yeah.
When Maldonado plays in prime time, he turns into Kirk Cousins.
He does.
Like I'm not even talking about stat lines, guys. Like I watch these fucking games like I'm watching my future wedding. I don't fucking know. I'm watching these entire games, every game. That dude literally forgets how to dribble the basketball. in a primetime game. It's nuts, dude. It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's mental. It's mental.
I mean, it's
Maybe he'll
not
be
all
back
his
this
fault
year.
though. And yeah, he is like a more composed Andre Carbello, but yeah, it's just that offense. Like literally their offense is just him or Ike just going in the paint. I
Yep.
call him Ike. I know it's EK, but I call
EK,
him Ike.
yeah.
But
Well,
they
Graham
just
EK
go in
is
the
really
paint.
good.
Yeah, they just go in the paint and just back everybody down. And then when it doesn't work, shit out of luck.
It's facts. Yeah, that's why when they run into a defense like fucking San Diego State, kicked.
Yeah. I mean, if they're not like they have like a few key like kick out threes per game. And if they don't hit those, they're screwed.
Yep.
It's tough for them.
I agree, my man. I agree. EK is a beast, though. He's a beast.
Yes. He's a dog.
Yeah, like sometimes he gets put up against a fucking a thick boy in the paint. He can't get through him because EK is like a twig, right?
Yeah, then he just throws up the most dumb shit looking shots possible and just
this team is stressful.
They keep falling somehow.
This team is stressful. All right. Yeah, I could talk about college basketball for 24 hours straight with no food or water. All I need is college basketball. Don't even need air.
That's fair.
The World Series. Okay. Why not us? So last night was crazy. We saw a no-hitter. That was pretty fucking cool. Javier, maybe the best pitcher in baseball right this second. Not really a hot take. The guy hasn't given up a run in a game in his last like 4 starts that he started. I don't count that relief appearance where he gave up a run. Fuck that. Yeah. The dude's given up 1 hit in his last 2 starts. Who's beating him? Good luck facing him game 7 on short rest. Don't care.
Yeah.
Good luck. So they'll probably go him and Verlander to split game 7 if it gets there. Good fucking luck. Good fucking luck. And then today we're seeing Verlander versus Syndergaard, right? So Syndergaard will probably go for a little bit, and then it'll be a bullpen game. Do you know who they plan on going to after?
I have no clue.
No idea.
Absolutely no idea what the plan is there.
No idea. No way Phil's win today, right? I'll be honest. I think Verlander's going to shove tonight. I do. I think Verlander shoves for the first time in a World Series ever for him. I think he gets his first World Series win tonight. I do. And I think Syndergaard's going to pitch okay too. I do. I think it's going to be another under. I like the under again. Yeah. Plain and simple as that. We've seen so much offense in Philly, but yesterday I think changed the tides for them at least. And I think they go out there and drop another goose egg tonight. I mean, I was talking with my buddies about this last night. Like, it's not like they just lost and they can be like, well, we fucking, did this, and this right. I mean, they didn't do a single thing right. They didn't even get a hit. It's not like there's even any positives they can take away from it. So they've got to be pretty demoralized. I know you probably saw that Kyle Schwarber interview where he said, I don't give a shit. We move on to tomorrow. It looked like he gave a shit in the interview. He looked pretty fucking pissed off when they brought it up. So anyone knows that, you're not going to say that you actually care to the fucking media. You're going to tell them you don't give a shit and look like a hard ass, right? That's Kyle Schwarber. That's just what any alpha is going to do. But that shit is going to stick in their brains today. 100%. 100%. And I think that might be the confidence that Verlander needs going into today with him being absolutely atrocious in the World Series to go out there and throw a gem. Listen, we've been blessed with an inflation of runs in this World Series. Shout out the Phillies. But this is the World Series. This is when you take unders, generally. Except when you see a weirdly high total like 8 and you have to take the over, right? Or POD Pete's on the over. This is the World Series. These guys are going to be playing tight, especially after a no-hitter. Give me the under. Think about it. Verlander, everyone knows he sucks in the World Series. Everyone knows Noah Syndergaard sucks in general. But the total's at 7.5, not 8, like we've seen in the series? In a ballpark where they were averaging 7 runs a game until yesterday? Weird. Give me the under. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the same. I really would love to know exactly what their pitching plan is for Syndergaard, because If they're bringing in like Gibson or somebody, that would certainly scare me for the under. But I would probably lean Astros more on that side. But I do think Verlander goes out here and shoves, and I think Syndergaard can be okay, regardless of whatever the plan is or however long the leash is or whatever. I think he'll be okay. I don't think we see too many scoring opportunities here, and if we do, I think it'll be early. I think it'll be pretty similar to, I know like yesterday was kind of in the middle of the game, but I think we may see a couple runs early, and then it kind of flattens out for the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be mad at kind of waiting and see you get a live bet on the under, like a 8.5 maybe, but I'd still think it goes under the original number.
Okay. You're not sprinting to bet a Nerfy again?
No.
That was absolutely electric, though. I'm not going to lie.
It was.
Absolutely electric. Yeah, chat, for our own well-being, we're probably not going to put that in the squad ride today. I'm sorry. I'd be very, very mad at myself if we got greedy and cocky and didn't be smart and pick the Nerfy here to run it back after yesterday. I'd be pretty pissed at myself if that's what blows the streak. I'm not going to lie. So
yeah,
the Nerfy was cool, though. Let's not kid ourselves. That was pretty dope. Let me know if you guys tailed that shit. I know you guys have been tailing it, but do you guys understand that we've hit 10 fucking squad rides in a row? And if you're not betting these, you're literally missing out on free money. Do you guys not all understand that? I'm assuming you do. You guys better fucking tail that. Yeah, Alex, you better fucking tail that shit. 100%. I'm mad at myself for not betting Houston to win this in game 7. Houston to win this in 7 games before the game yesterday, because I thought about it all day. Should have got it in. I think that's how this series is going to go. I think Houston wins in game 7.
Yeah.
What's our guy Matt saying? Philly just got no hits. How much higher could they open up a total with Verlander and a rested Stroh's bullpen? That's a good point. For sure.
I don't know. I mean, it's Verlander at the end of the day. It's not like he's been particularly impressive.
Everyone knows that he sucks in the World Series. And I've seen his stat graphic already today, multiple times. And you're going to see it all day. Yeah, this is actually true. People forget. If you threw $100 in the first play and rolled over every single bet, you would literally have $1 million in your bank. Over $1 million.
Literally.
How about that? Yeah. Nuts. Yeah, dude, Kate Upton is on the line. Kate Upton's boobs are on the line. You think Justin Verlander's going up there and not giving up runs?
He's got everything to play for.
He's not giving up any runs. He's got more to play for than just the Astros, okay? He's got Kate Upton's tits on the line. Grow up. He's not fucking up this game. He's going to throw a gem today. All right? Damn, people are saying this game is soaring over. Dude. God. Yeah, Chase, I think we all had that at one point, bro. All right. Well, I want to take the under in this game. That's probably going to be my play. I do think Houston wins, but I don't know if I want to lay the minus 160.
Yeah, I really
plain and simple
don't want to either. I like the under a little more.
Okay, goods. Let's go to Thursday night football. Let's fucking go. Disgusting game. Brandon Cooks is kind of a bitch. He's not playing because he's mad they didn't trade him. These wide receivers, man. Why can't they all just be like Terry McLaurin? The world would be a better place. Disgusting game. This is the biggest road favorite ever in NFL history. I want to take Houston. Plus 14. I know they don't have any receivers. I don't really care. I want to take the 14 points at home. Maybe we were a week off with the Davis Mills hype. I want to take the points. I do.
Yeah.
And just hold on for dear life. What are you thinking about this one?
No, I want to go for the Texans too. Not for the sake of just kind of being on the other side of like the big favorite. It's getting a lot of money. Eagles are obviously, one of the best, 2 or 3 teams against the Texans who are horrendous. So it's not just for the sake of doing that. It's for if you've watched the Texans, which I'm sure a lot of people have not, lucky you, they, regardless of who they're playing, even when they're not terribly outmatched, they like to play ball control. They like to run the ball. And like you'd think, like in a game where you're down a lot, which like on paper they should be, that you're going to say, oh, Davis Mills is going to be, thrown 50 times. I don't think that's going to be the case. That's not how they play. Like, regardless of how this game is going to go, they're going to feed Dameon Pierce. Like, if they're, down 4 touchdowns, they're still going to go through and have methodical drives and run the football. They're not going to play catch up the whole game. So, on that, I think they're going to have a lot of long drives, regardless of if they result in points or touchdowns or whatever. And, the Eagles aren't going to have as many opportunities to go down the field and put up, 50 points or anything like that. So that's why I kind of like the Texans.
I agree. Hopefully we can just keep that clock ticking the entire game, right? Hopefully the fucking Eagles run the shit out of the ball too. This just ends up being a lower scoring, closer game that Philly is never really in doubt of losing, but they're always kind of up 7 to 10 points, right? That's kind of how I expect this game to go. Like you said, a lot of running the damn ball. This game gives me sketchy vibes. I mean, anytime a team is laying 14, I want nothing to do with that team. Straight up, right off the rip. Not really a shocker, right? This could be a Meemaw game. I don't think this is going to be a Meemaw game, Marty. I think this will just be a close, not really that stressful, always down 10 points-ish game.
Yeah.
Like Jovan kind of outlines, just handing the ball off, both sides, both teams, clock runs the whole time. Hopefully no Davis Mills pick, in their own side of the field. And we move on, we carry the coins and go about our day.
Yeah, you're probably going to get Davis Mills pick. But
okay.
He's got to hope it's in a better spot.
Okay.
They're not offering it this week, which I haven't looked at the odds, but I would assume that means it's juicy. But
that either means it's really juiced or that it's happening.
It's probably really juiced, I would assume. But another thing, I on the topic of running the ball, on the Eagles side, I think it's going to get a lot of people are going to get involved. I think it's going to be not split because Miles Sanders is obviously going to get RB1 touches, but I really think Gainwell and or Boston Scott, but really Gainwell, I think he's going to vulture some yards and vulture a touchdown today from Miles Sanders, 100%. Whether it's in garbage time or whether it's actually in a relevant part of the game. That's what I think there. And I think Pierce, everybody I've seen it. I think Ben tweeted about it too. That it's a tough kind of game script for Pierce, being that they're going to be down a lot of the game. I just think they're going to run the ball regardless. The Eagles, everybody looks at them as this great defense, which they're good, but their run defense is not good. They're bottom 10 in the league if you look at pretty much every single metric, DVOA especially. They're not great. So the Texans are going to do that. This
is also W. Hopefully there's a lot of punts in store. That is one thing that does worry me is that Lovie Smith is an idiot, and I don't really know why he's a head coach in the NFL. He could barely coach a college team. Yeah. I don't understand it. But whatever. Somebody's taking Texas ML, dude. No. Maybe a sprinkle.
He's going to take it. He's saying he wants to take action on it.
I will take Texas ML bets at plus 650. All right. Well, hit up Young Jay if you guys want to fucking lose coin. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and shout out our man. I think it was Nikki tweeted about it. The Texans team total is 15.5, which I mean, look at the numbers of the game, it makes a little sense. But seeing it sitting 15.5, the way they've looked, and against the Eagles defense that on paper is just really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little strange.
You think that's a little high?
I think it's definitely a little high. I mean, they just put up 10 against the Titans last week, who were not.
I mean, they couldn't do a single thing last week, dude. It was they weren't even there.
Yeah, and that was Brandon Cooks hasn't been really doing anything just because he doesn't want to, but they're without all of their wide receivers. They're throwing to literally Chris Moore. What's the other guy's name? I'm blanking on the other guy's name, but the 2 wide receivers and just a shit ton of tight ends, Brevin Jordan and OJ Howard and Jordan Akins and Philip Dorsett. That's the other wide receiver. But they're not throwing to anybody. So to see it sitting at 15.5, it's high. It's really high.
I agree.
And no, not Nico Collins. Chat. He's not playing either.
Yeah, and we said that Brandon Cooks wasn't playing. And somebody in chat was like, "Yes, he is." I don't think he's playing. I just double checked. I don't think he's going to play. He's kind of having
Nico Collins and Brandon Cooks are both not playing.
He's having a hissy fit right now. Yeah. What's the squad ride? We'll get to that soon, my guy Danny. Soon. Okay. Any props you like in this game?
I mean, I want to target. I mean, Damian Pierce, I think, is a fair look for anybody. There's no like sharp angle to that. It's just that I just think he's going to get a ton of a ton of touches, regardless of how this game plays out. I do want to target one of those Texans tight ends too, which I kind of like Brevin Jordan because he's been the guy. Like a lot of these lines have been bumped down, which scares me a little bit, but it's also just kind of coincides with the news of Brandon Cooks being out, and he was one of them.
Yep.
But one of these tight ends is going to have a really big game, and I think it's going to be Brevin Jordan because he's the one who's like the whole Texans fan base, whole like guys, they've been waiting on the breakout game from him because he's shown some talent and he's gotten significantly better blocking. So snap shares continue to rise, but I just think he's probably going to be the guy. Like it's hard to pinpoint one of those guys, but I think he's going to be the guy. I think Akins will have a solid day too. It's hard to pinpoint for them.
Okay. Fair. Yeah, there's some nasty people up on Prize Picks, not gonna lie. So I need to dig deep into these ones a little bit more.
Oh yeah, he did. Oh, there you go. He got bumped up. Fire.
Who got bumped up?
Brevin Jordan.
Yeah, 21.5. What was he before?
16.5.
Holy shit.
I think he'd get that in 2 catches anyway, regardless of what he's at. But
okay.
Yeah, I think he'll be in great position today.
Okay. Brevin Jordan. Over receiving yards?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, it went up like 6 yards. Holy shit. All right.
Yeah, everybody kind of got bumped up a couple yards at least. So it's not.
This game's going over, man. This game's going over. I really think it is. I might end up taking that instead of the Texans. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. Okay. Yeah, they don't have AJ Brown, ATTS up there, which tells me he probably gets in the end zone too.
I mean, yeah.
Right.
Can't really argue against that. I mean, who's going to guard him in the Texans secondary, really? I mean, I know Stingley's going to guard him, but they haven't been playing him the way they need to be playing him. They've been playing a lot of zone with him. He honestly has been not impressive either. So, like, your guess is as good as mine.
Do you hear these leaf blowers outside right now?
Like ever so slightly.
It just got louder too. Dudes. God, dude, who leaf blows at 1:45 in the afternoon, bro? What the fuck? It's getting louder too. All right. Well, what plays do we want to give out for the squad rods? What are we thinking here? Also, Chelly in chat earlier was saying, wow, it's very loud. Chelly in chat was saying he doesn't think any of the hockey lines are that weird today. No. I kind of agree. I don't think they're that weird today. I agree.
Yeah, it's just like because they're all hanging. Like all the favorites are in that little gray area. I did see. I think somebody said in chat the Islanders went dog to favorite very recently, which I think you said you don't like the Blues.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like there's 700 leaf blowers next to my ears right now. Is what it sounds like. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
There's 7 of them out there. I can hear them all going at once. They're turning them on at the same time, so that it's as loud as it can be. I have to scream right now so you can hear me. Holy fuck! Why don't you? Why don't you throw out some fucking picks you like today, and I'll be on mute and writing them down like a bot.
Yeah, throwing out some picks. You know, I don't know. I keep going back and forth with this Lightning game because I think I don't know if Chelly's in chat or Fruity's in chat or people think I just think that the Canes are going to put a lot of shots on net today. It's like the Vasi saves was super interesting. I think he gets those, but I also think they put a lot on the net, and I kind of lean the Canes. I mean, there's been a decent sized move to the Canes, which makes me like them. I think they're setting plus 100 now, which I don't know. I don't like betting against the Lightning, but I think I probably should today. So that's probably one of the ones that's still catching my eye a little bit. I think the Habs might be a decent play, maybe a little plus 1.5 action there. Slight move to the Jets up to like 220, 225-ish. Now they're starting to come back a little bit. And I think I'm willing to trust the Habs offense to score here, personally. See what you guys think. Devils money line. That's a tough one. I really don't want to fade the boys and the others right now, but I don't mind that one. And yeah, Islanders over 5.5 would probably be my favorite pick, except it's not consensus there yet, which is the problem. Like I think we're only seeing that on DK and maybe one other book. So we'll leave it at that. We getting sub bangs. We don't have Twitch
Let's
up, so we can't see.
Let's
Bang,
go.
Show yourself.
Kenny the Parlay Goats.
Oh, goat sub banging.
Let's go.
There we go.
We appreciate the support. Fuck yeah.
There we go.
Had to unmute my mic so you can hear the fucking crazy landscaping going on outside.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Let's
gotta
fucking
get
go.
Kenny,
Let's keep
get
rolling.
Kenny up here for Thursday Night Football or Monday Night Football next week.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
100%. I need to see him craft up one of those wicked parlays at Smacks. Dude's a freak.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal.
Young Jay knows. Young Jay knows. Fuck yeah, dude. Well, Kenny, we'll get the fucking coins back for you with the sub bangs. We'll get those back for you with the BTL squad ride today. All right, so throw whatever you fucking just spent on those on the squad ride tonight, and those are free subs. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Let's fucking go. He's got the script. Okay. Well, what are we going to do here, Jovan? Because there's not really plays that we're absolutely in love with. The play that I fucking loved is App State, and you hated it. So now I don't even know what to do. Might go out and hang out with the leaf blowers. So helping out outside.
Well, I mean, you love the play, so we can put it in. We can put it in the vote.
Dude, but you hate the play.
So I'm not the only vote here. We're democracy.
We are a democracy. Chat, what do you want us to put in? What do you want us to put in? Well, definitely putting in the under in the World Series game. I think you can agree with that, right?
Yeah.
I hope so. Okay. Should we put in Houston ML?
No, we can keep it to one.
Keep it to one? Okay.
Yeah.
Eagles ML. What do we want to put in for this fucking NFL game, dude?
Oh.
We want to put in the over or we want to put in the plus 14? What have you seen today? You said you saw all the fucking props get bumped up?
Well, all the props for the Texans got bumped down, which I think it was more of a facet of like the Cooks news and just the offense in general being bad. Because then like just now, like I'm seeing the wide receiving options, most of them got bumped back up, like Jordan, like OJ Howard and stuff. But I don't think it really means anything to the game. But it should be fine.
Okay. Gosh, man, today's tough. Chat, we need your help. Help us. Also, the commies line is back down to 3, which is pretty wild, especially after Hawkinson was announced the trade. The line has now moved since that trade from 3.5 to 3. So you riddle me that one.
Yeah.
Riddle me that. I can't. We didn't even talk about the UTEP Rice game. Do you have any plays in that?
No. God, no.
Good.
God, no.
Good. All right, what are we taking? Are we taking the Texans or are we taking the over?
Ooh, interesting.
What the?
Interesting.
Should we take the Texans TTO?
It's a sick play. I mean, if we're gonna take that, I feel like we might as well just take the over in the game.
Dudes.
Just saying. I mean, if they're scoring what 17 is the round number they'd have to get to, we think the Eagles can't put up 30 or what 28 to 30.
I don't know if they're going to. I don't. Should we put in the Kings Blackhawks under 6?
We can put that on. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like if I had to give two on the ice, I'll probably go with that. And then probably the Canes.
You like the Canes against your team?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with them. Okay. Texans or the over?
Let me see what the consensus let me see what different lines are being hung for the Texans across the board here. You see pretty much every number across the sun. I don't know what this is. See super juicy 13.5 on BetMGM. See the 15.5 on DK. I don't even
You
think
see
FanDuel
15.5 on DK?
Yeah.
Are
That's
you
like
in the app?
Yeah. Or on the site.
I'm seeing 13.5 on DK.
For the Texans?
Oh, you're looking at team total over, aren't you?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the spread skis. I was so confused.
No. Yeah, juicy 15.5.
I either want to take the Texans or I want to take the Texans TTO. So you can pick between those.
You know, we can take the TTO.
Texans TTO?
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, I don't know if you're looking right above that, but they have their over 1.5 team touchdowns juiced to -135, which I think is a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
Being that they just came out, they only scored one against the Titans.
We sleep when the streak ends. No sleep. No sleep. Trent, what are you on today, bro? Does anybody know?
Did you see that gross? I think he posted a pretty gross unders PP entry.
Really?
Yeah.
Our guy Brudda Huff said he's a Texans fan. Trust me, we're scoring 17 points. Trent got Eagles -13.5. Is that true? My brain is telling me TTO and my heart is telling me Texans spread. So I don't really know what to do with that info. Do we trust the brain or do we trust the heart? I feel like in streaks, you trust the heart and you trust the gut.
You know what? How about we can put both of them in there then for this?
Okay. And then no App State play because be honest, you think App State doesn't cover tonight?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, then we're not putting it in. Fuck it. But let's put both of them in and let people vote.
Yeah.
So all right. Houston +14. What consensus line do you get for the TTO?
TTO consensus I see is 15.5. But I mean, like if you use what? Like BetMGM is a super juicy 13.5. Like take that if you have it.
How juicy?
It's like -145, it says.
Okay.
But I mean DK and Caesar says 15.5 for -115, -120.
Okay. Big Gene, how is this how we lose money? Please let me know. And Big Gene, let me know what Big Gene 6969's POD is for today. I'd love to take it. Let me know, Big Gene. All right. Joshy, fire the puppy up. We got Houston, Philly under 7.5. We've got the Kings, Blackhawks under 6. We've got Carolina, ML on ice. We've got Houston, TTO. And we've got Houston +14. Gross. I'm voting for the under in the World Series is what I'll be voting for. I like that play. I like the Houston plays. I'm scared to go back to the ice. I'm not going to lie to you. Got crushed the last 2 days. Maybe that means we're due, though. Maybe that means we're due.
Maybe it does.
All right. Maybe that means we're due. Let's see some votes, boys and ladies. Let's see some votes. All right. What do you got? Show some heart. 10 in a row. All right. 10 in a row. Not 9. 10. How about it?
You know what? I'm not scared to go back to the ice. Give my vote to the Canes.
Wow. See, I'm getting a good vibe from you about the Canes, dude. I think you really like them today, and I don't know why you were keeping it so secret the whole show. Are you scared?
Yeah.
Are you scared
maybe a little bit. It's tough. It's tough to just go on and just sell like, hey, it's betting against my own team. It's tough.
Damn, you might make me want to switch my vote to the Canes.
Yeah.
I'm just getting a weird feeling in my belly that you're fucking hitting this and you're betting against your team that's about to smack. I'm going to the Canes. How about it? I'm voting for the Canes. I just flipped my pick. It's neck and neck with the under and the Canes.
Yes,
it's neck and neck.
Down to the wire.
It's neck and neck. Nobody said it's going to be easy. Hurricanes ML, the under. It's getting weird. It's getting weird. Well, while they vote, why don't we talk about Survivor pick? Who are you about to take?
Yeah, good question. So
do you know who you're about to take or no?
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking through. I probably would take the Eagles if they're available, but it's not an option. So probably go Bengals against the Panthers this week. That would be my
Bengals against the Panthers.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, keep voting. Keep voting. Keep voting. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Vote, 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 votes. We need to get the numbers up. Come on. Show some heart. Vote. Trust your heart. Trust your gut. But also listen to us. But also listen to yourself and listen to your heart. Okay? Yeah, I don't know who the fuck I'm picking, but I'm thinking a couple teams that I liked were I already took the Bengals, so I'm beat. You can see my shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even know who I would take here. I don't even know. But I am alive in this other pool because I had a mulligan that I could buy because I lost with the Jags, but in week 7, but that was the last week to buy a mulligan. So I'm back.
You're back.
I'm back.
Back and better.
Yeah, I'm back. And I don't know who the heck I want to take. I might take the Cardinals and be a freak. I'm going to do it. Boop, boop. We're in. Cardinals. Bada bing, bada boom. That's a ballsy play. Chat, vote, 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 vote. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. It's looking like Hurricanes are going to run away with it. Wow, Jovan. It really be your own.
Yeah.
It really be your own. You're going against them. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Ladies and gents, appreciate you coming on BTL episode 111. As always, happy Thursday. Happy weekend. Plenty of sports to bet on tonight. I know we didn't love any plays, but we're not trying to force. Got to let the winners come to you. All right? We're rolling with the Hurricanes ML tonight for the squad rides. Let me know if you guys are fucking taking it. 10-0 in BTL squad rides. Thanks to you fuckers. Let's keep it rolling. All right? Let's keep moving. Let's keep grooving. When we come on tomorrow and do our weekend cheat sheets, I want to be 11-0. All right? Let's make it happen. Let's fucking go, Hurricanes. Going back to the ice. Jovan, we're not fucking scared. We're not fucking scared of nobody.
Never.
All right? And we're winning. We're waking up winners tomorrow. We'll be back on here. Same time, same place. You guys know the vibes. We'll be seeing. Seahawks clapping the Cardinals. Yeah, no problem. We'll be seeing.